Husband thinks 3–5 hours of sleep a night is enough. My 24F husband, 27M, thinks I'm pathetic for being exhausted from 3–5 hours of sleep a night. Lately I've been having a very hard time sleeping. I work a physical job starting at 4 a.m. and walk about 8–10 miles a day at work. After work I do powerlifting training for an hour to an hour and a half. Not to mention other life responsibilities. My husband hates that I have to wake up early for work, and also hate that it's more physically demanding than his. He also expects me to stay up late to hang out with him when he gets home from work every night. Tonight I had a breakdown trying to sleep since I'm so exhausted and stressed about things I'm dealing with. I have work in 3 hours and I don't know what to do. My husband, a USMC vet, thinks I'm being weak since he's done more on less sleep when he was active duty. Maybe he has a point, but I feel like I can't function anymore. I don't think I'm able to drive to work safely at this point. He's also irritated that I woke him up when I was crying. What do I even do? I can't even think straight. I thought this post was going to be about your husband thinking 3–5 hours is enough sleep for him, in which case I'd suggest investigating mania or drug use. His opinion on how much sleep you need literally doesn't matter. It's not his body, his job, his brain. Sleep deprivation is a legitimate medical issue that affects you physically and cognitively. Your husband is wrong. And he's being a dick about it. That amount of sleep is insane and extremely unhealthy. And if he reckons that he is somehow being manly by getting so little sleep, come back in a couple of decades' time and let us know how much his medical bills cost. People like your husband piss me off to no end when they think that just because they do X, that why doesn't everyone also do it? Are you sure he isn't just huffing speed with his morning crayons? Unstable wife making me miserable. This one comes with some backstory that I think is important to see the pattern and context. My wife, C, and I have been together for about 10 years and have a 5-year-old child together. After the birth of our child, C went through some nasty postpartum depression. Then when C stopped breastfeeding, she went through another significant change and wanted to open our relationship. I hesitantly agreed and had some significant tribulations through this time. We have been polyamorous for the last 3 years. Recently we moved from a large city to a small town to be near my elderly mother so I could help more. We discussed this move and she was positive about it and wanted to make the move. The day we arrived, C tells me she wants to move out and live on her own. I agree. She finds a place and moves out and comes over daily to spend time with our daughter. Today C is crying. I ask what is wrong. She says she doesn't want to live in this area and wants to live in a city and doesn't want to be a mom. I have no clue how I'm supposed to handle this. I am the only one in the household that works and I can't just keep tearing up my life whenever C has some monumental reality shift. She is in therapy and on depression medication. Edit. The worst part about this whole thing is my child is caught in it and already has insecurities related to her relationship with her mom. I just want my child to be happy. Let her file for divorce, you keep the kid. Contact a divorce attorney, file for child support, get yourself and daughter into therapy. Honestly bro, if you want some tough love, it seems like she's checked out of this relationship a long time ago. She is regretting motherhood. Her removing herself from you and your child's life is the kindest thing she could do in this situation. Much more traumatic to be raised with someone you know resents you than to have them leave. This is an opportunity for you to be happy. Find a fulfilling relationship if you choose, and your daughter will benefit from witnessing healthy relationships instead of what you're currently living. Let her go. That sounds difficult to deal with. Have you considered divorce? The relationship is already open, right? Maybe she isn't the right person for you and you for her. She wants to go. Let her. I, 28M. Am weary of my fiancé, 25F, going on a trip with her ex due to their son. Fiancé has a 3-year-old and he's never been on a plane nor left the state without her. Her ex is taking him on a trip and does not feel comfortable they are going without her. We do not have any trust issues or jealousy. It's a tough situation that we seem to handle well for the most part. He recently told her he wants to get back together with her. Something about staying in the same house and the incessant need to be there is messing me up. I truly do believe her that it is for her son, whether it is for her comfort or his or a mixture. I'm not upset, but it has been a tough situation to handle and want to understand from someone else's point of view. He recently told her he wants to get back together with her. This does not look good. She needs to stop letting him manipulate situations to keep her close. The ex is choosing to take him on a trip, then it's up to him to work it out. He wants her back and he's creating scenarios where they have to be alone. If she's feeding into him, you should just walk. Not worth it. He recently told her he wants to get back together with her. She may be there for her son, but her ex is there for his ex. Lots of these replies are harsh, but it's for your own good. This is an easy boundary for an outsider to point out. She should even find it acceptable, let alone decent. Some part of her wants it to work out, for their son, and you're looking for a total commitment. It's best to let her go no matter whether she chooses you, him, or anyone else. But you knew that, and came here for validation. I, F22, broke up with my boyfriend, M21, because he threatened to break up with me. We have been together for almost 8 months. All through the relationship, whenever we would get into disagreements or arguments, his first go-to would be to tell me he is leaving me. After almost 8 months of it, I told him, if you threaten me again, I will make it final. I don't think he believed me, and he threatened me after he got mad at a guy for commenting W under a story I posted. His reaction was to get mad, and I told him you can voice a concern without being hostile. He told me that I needed to listen to him and listen to him good, and if I didn't he would hang up and never hear from him. I was in the middle of saying something when he hung up and I was done. I texted him and told him we need to break up. Now he is begging for me to give him another chance and telling me that he loves me and he swears that he will change. No more threats, no more telling me what to wear, no more telling me what I can't post, no more making me not talk to my friends, no more cussing at me and etc. I don't feel bad for what I did. He should have believed me, but he didn't, and know he has to face the consequences, but a part of me is wanting to give him another chance, but it feel like he's just saying that so I can stay with him. Too long did not read. I broke up with my boyfriend because he threatened to break up with me, and though I know he deserves this break, I can't help but feel I should give him another shot, which I don't think is wise. So many red flags here, and all of them point towards him being an abusive and controlling partner, so I suggest staying far away from any relationship with this dude. Especially for that, you need to listen to me and listen to me good, line. That's a huge red flag for being manipulative and abusive. Do not, under any circumstances, allow this walking red flag abuser back into your life. Controlling what you wear, what you post, who you talk to is problematic enough. Add in the psychological torture of the "I'll leave if you don't give in" is more than enough reason to stay the hell away from him. He sounds controlling. You are better off without someone who wants to run your life and make decisions for you.